Thing stops when... Right, we are live. Good evening. Welcome to North London Is, the new channel for all things football from a Spurs and Arsenal perspective. My name's Pete and I'm a long-suffering Spurs fan. And this is...
I'm Harry. Season ticket older over the Arsenal. Used to be good. We're getting there. We're getting back. Don't worry about that. We're getting back.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
Right, son. So, I think we'll start. Start that again. What do you think of your pre-season so far?
Oh, it's been quite good. I think they all out of America. They seem to have a good It seemed to be a good. There's some good results. That Chelsea game was particular. What you can read into that, I don't know, because obviously Chelsea they're in a bit of a pickle at the moment. They've got half their squad want to leave. Half want to go to Barcelona. They can't buy anyone because Barcelona are nicking everyone. But no, from what I see, we played well.
What about your transfer window?
I think you can knock it at. I think we need more. Personally, I'd say we need another striker, another centre mid, maybe a winger. But yeah, I can't really complain what we've done so far. I think we filled a few holes that we needed to fill.
Yeah, you can't moan, I suppose. You've signed some good players.
Yeah, I think Jesus would be an interesting one. Can he do it on his own? Can he be the main man? And Ketia, the jury's out for me.
Well, if he doubles his goal tally this season, then he scored, what, 6?
Well, yeah, he's still the top goal scorer, wasn't he? That's a problem we had.
Fucking hell. There we go. I've got a couple in already. Evening, Les. Evening, Steve. That's 2. To be honest, I think your window's been all right. I think, obviously, Zinchenko's a quality signing.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see where he plays him. From what I've heard, he's going to be a left back, but then maybe going into defensive mid. Will he get ahead of Tierney? Be interesting.
But Thierry's always fucking injured, isn't he?
Well, that's a problem with Tierney. You can only get 25 games a season out of him, which is obviously a big problem. Same with Partey, really.
Well, we won't talk about him for legal ramifications. I don't fancy getting sued on the first stream. Yeah. So we'll leave that one there. No, I think you've done all right, mate. To be honest, Zinchenko, Jesus,
Marquinhos. No one knows. Could be anything. But wouldn't get your hopes up. Vieira, from what I've seen, sort of stat wise, and he's quite impressive out in Portugal. But he didn't even play every game out there. So
no, I don't know nothing about him. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it's not like he's a superstar. Again, could be anything. Where he plays is I don't know, because I assume Odegaard will play every single game if he's going to be the new captain. But obviously, obviously, keeper's just a second keeper, and he just bring him in, American guy.
To be honest, I think the biggest problem you're going to have with Jesus and Zinchenko is them getting used to playing on a Thursday night.
Yeah.
They're not used to it, mate. They're not used to it. I have it on good authority. That's date night for them. That's when they take their misses out.
They'll be rested, mate. That'd be Nketiah's run out.
Oh, is it?
If he get his full 90.
Oh God. Yeah, I mean, our window. I'm not. I've had fans seen fans getting overexcited. We had the whole statement shit about 150 million, which is not really seen anywhere near that spent yet.
Yeah,
I think Basuma was a good signing. You think he goes in the team?
Yeah, I do like him, but the only thing I would say is the only thing that will worry me is for that cheap, why did no one else want him?
I don't know.
There's got to be whether they sort of look at him and say, is he a good passer of the ball? Is he not a good passer? What does he do?
Got 3 in.
But it worries me. It would worry me. Why did everyone else pass up? Because it seemed very cheap to me, that price.
Maybe we just got an out. I don't know. So time will tell. But I think taking all that away, just to forget him for 25 million, I think was a good steal. And then I thought, here we go, the window's going to kick off because we've done Perisic before that. Yeah, he's 33, but let's be honest now, 33 in football terms, they're not retiring at 34, 35 anymore. If they're proper, they look after themselves. Like Ronaldo will be playing until he's 45, the way he's carrying on.
Well, yeah, if he can get out of Man United, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So 33 don't bother me. That bloke's super fit. But other than that, for me, the window's been a bit wank. We've not really addressed any of the front, any of the positions in the first 11 that needed strengthening. Basuma will go in, Perisic will go in. But other than that, you're thinking, okay, Richarlison for that sort of money. For 50 million, I think we got.
No, yeah, I don't really like Richarlison. I think it'll be.
I think you got the better. I think you got the better deal out of them too.
It'll be good. It'll be good for the 6 games he turns up a season. But I think the only thing you would say, it will get you a few winning goals as such.
Yeah, but I think for the quality of the player, for the price, is fucking ridiculous. I mean, Levy don't normally. He likes to bend people over. He went over to Everton and got bent over for that.
The only thing I can think about that is that all part of the alley deal?
I don't know. Well, they got. I suppose we bent them over for that. I suppose taking him, but they didn't pay for him.
When he starts playing, they'll just say, "We'll take."
Yeah, but there won't be no add-ons coming on the way he's playing. I read today they want to get rid of him.
You bring him back. You can bring him back with Ericsson and.
Yeah, we have a whole reunion. Spurs fans love a reunion, mate. They love bringing back old players. Oh, mate.
Get Bergwijn back.
Yeah. So other than that, like I said, I think you got a better deal out of that. I wanted Jesus. I'm not going to lie, because I think he's more versatile, and he's played for Man City. It's a no-brainer. I think you've got look at your left backs. You got Tierney and Zinchenko. We've got Perisic and Sessegnon. So you got Perisic up there, and then Sessegnon is down there.
Well, the only thing I'd also say about Perisic is, he's a good player, but left back, starting a left back at being 33, first coming to the Premier League.
Yeah, I mean, he's used to playing in it. He gets up and down, but he's used to playing the Conte way, so I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, but defensively,
we'll find out.
If you are in a game where you're behind the ball stuck, is he going to be all that?
It can't be any. Listen, when you saw him only for like 10 minutes against Rangers, the bar that he set compared to what Sessegnon set, Sessegnon won't even go near his man. He won't take him on or nothing. So as he gets the ball, he cuts aside. And he's always injured a lot as well. I think he's fucking awful. But Spurs fans will tell you this is going to be his year and all the rest of it.
Oh, well, I've never heard that before.
Yeah. We got a question from Les. All right, Les. He's in my WhatsApp group. How many goals will Jesus get this season? And will Richarlison get double figures? Go on, you can go first on that.
I would say Jesus between 12 and 16. I don't think he's going to set it alight as in 20 plus, but he'll get a good sight more than what Lacazette and Nketiah did together.
That's not hard, is it?
Well, yeah.
What did they get last year together?
Well, Lacazette got 6, did he? 4 penalties. Something along those lines. And
Son.
Well, he got 4 in the last 3 games, I think. But so that must have been about it.
But even if he gets 12 or 16, where's the rest coming from? Is that enough?
Well, it's more than we had last year. I think that was our biggest problem last year. We didn't score enough goals. It's been a problem for a few years now, really. But you got Saka's going to get 10 plus again. Really need them all to start filling in again. So Smith Rowe, 10 goals you want from him. Martinelli needs to step up. We always hear from everyone about how good this guy is. Rio Ferdinand saying he's the best youngster we've seen, blah, blah, blah. But when are we going to see it? When are we going to do? When's he going to hit 10 goals a season? When's he going to hit 15 a season? That'd be my worry with him.
And Les, into your question, will Richarlison score double figures? No, I don't think he will. He's only done that, I think, twice, 10 and 13, isn't he, in the Premier League, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong on that. But
does he start for you?
No, never in a million years. He won't be taking penalties either.
I'm thinking Kulusevski had a good season, didn't he? End of the season.
Yeah.
So he ain't going to get ahead of Son, is he?
No.
He's
You don't get
never.
ahead of anyone. You don't get ahead of anyone.
When Kane goes by, and he might get ahead of him.
Oh, Kane's not going by him.
It'd be interesting if they put a bid in.
I think that ship sailed. I don't think he's going to go abroad. I don't think he's ever had any interest of going abroad.
They seem to like him. They seem to have.
Yeah, but he ain't going to go to the German league. He's got a bit more self-respect than that. I mean, Bayern have already won the league, haven't they? Before it's even started.
Well, yeah, especially
they'll,
Ireland, yeah.
They'll have it in a bag by January. That's why they'll go far in the Champions League, because they ain't got to worry about the league by January.
But yeah, no, Richarlison for me, no.
No, me neither.
For me as well, not even that. Him and Conte are going to clash, aren't they? You know that's going to happen.
Well, apparently, I get told, I read on Twitter and all that, Conte loves him and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
I hear that all the time. Every time we bought a player, Conte wants him, or every time we're chasing a player, Conte wants him. We'll get on to a bit more of that later when we talk about the fan base. But for me, he's not that. I don't think. I think we're going to end up trying to get rid of him in a year.
Yeah, Conte might love him now, but when he
misses a fucking rolling around the floor, yeah.
After you've lost a couple of games and he's giving it the large one, I'm sure he won't love him then.
Yes, Les, I agree. He wants to beat the Premier League goal scoring record. He won't go abroad. He's not going abroad.
I did see that the other day, though. I was looking at his numbers. He's got to get quite a few goals still.
Yeah, let's be honest.
Was he 28 now? 29?
Yeah, I think his problem has been since Eriksen left, he's doing two jobs.
He's doing
Eriksen's job.
And he got to average sort of, I think, if he's 20, there for another goals. 5 seasons, 6 seasons, he's got to average like 20, 21 goals.
Yeah, but he's more capable of doing that. Yeah, but look at the season he had last year. He had a shitty start, all the old Man City thing. He still racked up 17. So you think about that. He didn't really start kicking on until what? November, December, if that, something like that.
Well, yeah.
So you take that into consideration.
He don't score in September, does he?
August, mate, August. He's put that one to bed now, man. He's already banged in.
He got one against Norwich, did he?
Something like that, yeah. He put that one to bed. But I've no fear about him scoring goals. It's just whether he's allowed to play at the top end of the pitch. Because as Les has just said, and I agree, we ain't got no creative player really behind him. I keep hearing things about Maddison and all that, but so far nothing's happened.
That's been your problem
since Eriksen left.
Because Ali was never creative, was he? He was a good. For me, he was always a Lampard, arriving at the right time, false nine sort of thing. But he was never a great passer, was he?
No. Yeah, he got a few assists and everything else, but other than that, he's more. Everything went for Eriksen, and since he's gone, Kane is just doing the dog work. He's doing Eriksen's job and trying to do his own job. I think we get him back up the pitch and staying up there with a creative player behind him, then I think it's a different animal.
Yeah, we say that, but that's the same with England, though, isn't it? Look what the creative he's got behind him there, but he's still.
Yeah, but that's. I think you've got to look at Southgate for that. Look how boring that fucking idiot fucking sets up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's got great talent there, and he doesn't use it. But for me, I hope we can get a Maddison or something like that, because our wing backs are, apart from Perisic, the rest of them. Dockett is okay, but Emerson Royal is shocking.
Yeah, I think you're like you are like the England of the Premier League, and you got all these right backs.
And all
seven right backs in the squad, but difference is, yours are shit compared to.
Emerson Royal is the worst football I've seen. I'd rather have you at right back. Yeah. And I've never seen you kick a ball, but I can guarantee you're probably better than him. I think he won his place in football in like cereal box or something, because I've never seen such a poor player in all my life. But plenty of Spurs fans will tell you that this is his year and he's going to come good. And you think,
what about Spence? Didn't Conte knock on Levy's door and say the one I want is Jed Spence?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, so I was told.
Yeah,
and then we'll talk about this later when we talk about fans. I was told. I've had arguments on.
I've looked for the whole of Europe. And the one I want is.
Yeah, is it? Do you know what I mean? They sat down, him, Haratici, a bit of spaghetti, and a nice bottle of wine. He went, "Yeah,
Yeah,
the players I want next season, number one is Jed Spence." Do you know what I mean? But then, and so the whole thing was dragging on, and we're like, "Do we really want him?" Blah blah blah. And Spurs fans were saying, I was having arguments last Saturday night on Sava's Instagram. Oh yeah, Conte must want him. We've waited weeks for him, and blah blah blah. And then we get him, Conte. No, I didn't want him. He was a club
yeah,
signing.
yeah. The club
Do you know what I
signing.
mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
That was
straight
quite
away, you're like, okay.
that was quite an interesting one. That one when it's a club
Mm.
signing. So was he going to be wheeled out for the League Cup games? Is he?
Yeah. But look at what else we got. He's going to get game unless we get something else. What I can't understand and what frustrates me of our window is that with such a reliance on fullbacks in this system, and we haven't bought any quality really, apart from Perisic. But where's the
Yeah,
right wing back of quality? So the whole thing is based on that, and
you
it's our
haven't got
weakest area of the pitch.
the Man City will go and spend 100 million on two fullbacks, and look what it done to them.
Yeah,
All
but
them
we
years
spend
ago.
50 million on Richarlison, but not on a fullback that we
Oh,
need.
he might go fullback. Perisic one side and
Yeah,
Richarlison the
no,
other.
we got Lucas Moura now. Lucas Moura has been
Oh,
made for
yeah,
that.
yeah,
We
yeah.
don't buy the players we need. What we do, we get a player and we repackage him and then put him in another position.
Moura had a good half against Marine once, didn't he? Playing right
Yeah,
back.
yeah, something like that. Do you know what I mean? Because he came on Saturday before Spence, a right wing back, and you
Oh,
think,
right, did he?
fucking hell, yeah. So
Well, that's how good that Spence is it?
I mean, early days. But what I'm saying is the fact that we're instead of buying the players we need, we're trying to shoehorn players into positions that they don't play.
Yeah,
Maybe last season I could have said, okay, do that last season because he needs a summer and the window was sharp, blah blah blah. But not now. We've got all this money to spend. Apparently, we've got the 150 million statement. So Spurs fans say, 100 million from the Champions League and blood and player sales. So far, our net spend stands at about 50 million. Where's it all going?
well, who sold?
Bergwijn, and we eventually sold Cameron Carter Vickers after loaning him out for 10 years straight. We sold him for like 6 million. Yeah, I don't know if he ever played a competitive game for the club.
Who was the other one? Let's see. Walker Peters, he one of yours, wasn't he?
Yeah, I
He
mean,
was
there's now calls for some
apparently
fans saying, get him back.
we're
Like
linked
the
with
day.
him. We're
Oh,
linked with
right.
him now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's gonna
Yeah.
happen, isn't it?
What I will say about your window compared to ours is everyone you're buying pretty much goes into your first 11. Maybe not Vieira yet, but Zinchenko and Jesus definitely do. I don't think you're finished yet either.
No, from what I've been seeing from a few quotes from Edu today, we're not done. I think they want a few out now.
Yeah, I think that's what we're doing. We're trying to get rid of Ndombele still, Lo Celso.
Problem is, though, when you're trying to get rid of your dead wood like that, other teams will leave it right to the end of the window, won't they? Because they know.
Also, will. And Ndombele's on 200 grand a week. Who's paying that?
Well, that's what I think we'll have a similar problem with Bellerin. So basically, he wants to go, but he only wants to go to Betis. So obviously, I don't know I haven't heard anything about, but they want him back. But they're just going to wait to the end of the window and then go, well, we'll offer you $1 million. You want to get his 110 grand a week off the wages, then we'll offer you, or we'll have to again another player will have to let go for free. Because obviously, when he only wants one club, there's not much you can do, really, is there?
No. Well, we got players that no club wants.
Well, yeah.
And Ndombele will try and get rid of Lo Celso. I think that will happen where he goes Villarreal on some sort of loan. We've sold Bergwijn. Harry Winks, don't know what's happening with him. He'll probably end up sticking around. I can see it. And he'll be a new lease of life somewhere.
It's going to be his season.
Every year, yeah. Conte's going to work his magic. Regulon, we're trying to get rid of him. Don't know what's happening with him.
He started on fire, didn't he?
Yeah, but then I don't know what happened after that. He just, again, as fullback, maybe he's not suited to the league. I don't know, because I saw him in the Europa League and I thought he looked good. But then he comes to Premier League, started okay, and then you think, okay, we finally got a fullback here, and then it just went to shit.
Yeah, it's a bit like us, really. Even though we think we've got rid of loads over the last couple of windows, I looked at our team, not the one that played against Chelsea, but the one that played before that. I thought, fucking, we still got some shit there.
Yeah, but at least your owners are backing your manager. I will give them that.
Yeah.
How much
Yeah.
Arteta spent now?
Well, he must have had a good couple of $100 million, mustn't he?
Yeah.
Problem we've got is, for some reason, we never sell a player for any money. You got Chelsea who seem to sell the most average player for a million. Leno, decent keeper. We probably had the best 1-2 keeper as a combo last season. Then we probably had better than anyone in the league, other than maybe Man United, De Gea and Henderson.
Yeah.
But now I'm seeing Fulham is going to get him, and they're quabbling over 10 million or 11 million. I think he's a lot better than 11 million.
Well, we sent Ndombe out last year on loan, hoping that will regenerate them interest. He went to Lyon, did fuck all, did absolutely fuck all. Lo Celso, I think he wants to stay where he is. That's fine for me. It's just doing negotiating there. Harry Winks. No, I mean, I was quite surprised no one wants him, to be honest. You want him?
No.
Yeah.
No League One club, midfielder.
No, and AC Milan ain't calling either. But Reguilon, don't know. I think he'll go, but I don't know what's happening there. But other than that, we struggle getting rid of players because we have bought so poorly for the past 3 or 4 years. It's been shocking.
Well,
we spent money, but it's been on dross, absolute dross.
I think the only thing that we'd say about our owners is actually where they have backed him is they've just got players got rid of.
Yeah.
So
I mean, people say, "Oh, look what he did with Aurier and Dele Alli, man. That's easy."
Contracts and just get rid.
Yeah, Levy ain't doing that.
But just get rid. See you later. We've had enough of you. But then we still keep. For me, it baffles me. We've still kept El Neni. We give him a new deal. Apparently,
we just give Ben Davies a new deal and Troy Parrott, who's never kicked the ball in the Premier League.
Well, apparently El Neni took a pay cut for this deal because he just wants to be at the club so much. He loves it. I'd love it for 30 grand a week sitting on a bench all the time, but
he ain't going anywhere else, is he? Like that?
Yeah, no,
He's the only way is down.
But I just don't get if that's gonna keeping him is gonna stop you getting someone like Tielemans or even a Basuma. It'd have been perfect for us because Partey can't be relied on. He played 25 games a season. Never had an injury before. I think I see his Atletico stats. He missed 8 games the whole time he was there for injury. He can't with us, and he's only played 8 games. But
yeah, you've got a problem with your medical room, haven't you?
Wow, fucking shocking. But yeah, so he's for me, I think we're still lighting at midfield, especially defensive midfield, because once Partey's gone, Xhaka will play a bit further forward, and then attacking wise we're fine. But we've got number 10s. Saka can play 10 if he needs be. Odegaard, Smith Rowe can play there, or he can play on the left. Vieira, he says he sees himself as a 10, but for some reason, I think we need more. Yeah,
you got a question there from Les. What do you think of Pepe? Was he worth the 70 million? Harry loves Pepe, I can tell you now.
Yeah, do you see his Instagram post, mate? He's back and ready to fight, he reckons.
Okay.
I like him. I think there's something special in him. When you see him play, the way he goes past people, not many players can do that, but he's just so inconsistent. Would you say he's worth a 70? Well, he's obviously not. But
you're still paying that off, aren't you?
Well, yeah. We're running
£2 a week, isn't it?
Yeah, but for me, I'd keep him. I think there's something there. There's something about him, but it's just maybe it's his attitude. I don't think Arteta likes him at all. But
no, I wonder why.
Yeah, well, yeah. But
I'd never guessed that.
For me, there is something there with him that he's one of them that you get rid of and he's going to go and smash it somewhere else.
Yeah, but I heard the same about Ndombele. That's why we should never sell him. He'll be a baller somewhere else. So we can't. He's going to be a baller somewhere. We'll let him fucking be a baller somewhere else then. If he ain't going to be a baller for us, what's the point? Do you know what I mean? And that's why we've signed up Troy Parrott. Oh, he might be good somewhere. Well, he's never going to make it at Tottenham. Let's be honest. It's
How
never going
old
to
is he now?
happen. I don't even know. I think he's in his early 20s. But if you're not making it, then everyone says, "Oh, Harry Kane was a late starter and all that," and I accept all that. But not every player is guaranteed that you're going to do that. They're more the exceptions, not the rule. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? He's going down playing for. He's just done an MK Dons loan and scored like 8 in 44. And
yeah, I
League
think yeah, I
One,
think
League One level. If you're not doing it there, let's be
yeah,
honest, you're never going to make it.
yeah. I think you get a lot of players that really peak when they're like 20, 21.
I'm
Players
still
that you
waiting for half our team.
think
I'm still waiting for half our players to peak.
well,
To be
yeah,
honest,
but players that very rarely do you get a player that goes to 22, 23 and then starts getting better. I can only think of what Vardy, Kane.
yeah.
I can't think of many more. The older they've got, the better they've got.
So next season, then, where are you finishing?
Uh,
Go on, make me laugh.
there's a third is up for grabs. Third is
Third is
up.
up.
We
You
got
reckon?
yeah. I think we'll be better. I'd say probably 7-8 points better off next season than we have been this season. Depends where that gets you.
See, I've had many arguments with Spurs fans saying we're gonna overtake Chelsea, but I don't see it. I think the money they've just spent, just throw money like it's going out of fashion. They've just dropped what, a few hundred million already
Well, yeah, good
on a back four.
signings have been good. To be fair, they've been
Hmm.
Sterling. I think it'd be class.
How are you finishing third if you can't even finish fourth yet? That's a bit of a jump, isn't it?
Well, yeah, because they're that good, mate. I told you. It's just last season, right at the end, it was injuries that got us.
What is that fucking beeping? Can you hear
Is
that
that me?
beeping? Is that
Might be
you?
me. Might be me. The old WhatsApp coming through. Bing.
Oh, fucking hell.
But yeah, no, I think we're gonna get there, mate. I think yeah. I'm very confident.
I'll be honest, I'm slightly concerned. I think you've
I,
done good business.
I would sort of guarantee that we would finish above you, apart from one man, Conte. I think he's just a freak. He just gets more out of a team than that team needs. If you know what I mean, he gets a position not too high than they ever should be.
Oh, he did that last year.
Well,
We finished above you, but I think, to be fair, I think you never had a striker for the whole season, really. I think if you had a striker, it might have been slightly different.
I think last year was very similar to the few years that have been previous. Every time it gets to sort of last couple of weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, no one wants to win. Everyone's sort of throwing it away. Fucking no one wants to come fourth, sort of thing. I think you just you had a good run at the end.
Right, how was that Newcastle game?
Well, yeah, that game, yeah. Yeah.
I remember watching that tea towel on the head and all that. Fucking brilliant.
But
I remember we sitting there and you were telling me, "Oh, it's done. You've got it in a bag now." And then a couple of weeks later, you were messaging me, giving it large, saying, "Oh, we hope we had a challenge for fourth." And then,
well, just let's say injuries, mate.
Yeah.
After that, Tomiatsu went out.
Oh, he's a vital player. He was, yeah.
Party went. Tierney went. What can you do?
Yeah, well, I remember that. I still got that on my phone. It was about 11 o'clock at night. I think you had a couple of shandies by then, giving it large, and then look what happened.
Saka versus Kulu. No, there's only one winner of that one. Saka all day long. He's far and above. He's the best player we've got by a mile.
Well, he carried you last year.
Yeah, by a mile.
Can he do it?
Can he do it again? I think he was playing with an injury.
He's fucked. Yeah, I heard that as well, and it probably fucked.
He looked tired. But I do like that Kulusevski though. But he's just got no pace, has he?
No, but I think what we don't have a lot of is good technical players, where you can give him the ball and he'll get out of tight space. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
I've got hiccups. He's got good touch. He's got a good shot.
I think he's one of the best
very
players
tight.
Yeah,
very tidy player. Oh, definitely. His best player was signed in a long time. Emma Bentancur. You can look at what's come. No, I don't fucking know. I'm sure it's I think
4
it's
year,
a loan, and
4 year long
yeah,
deal,
basically, and then we pay like 20 million or something like that,
yeah.
and we're paying it this year. But no,
What
I
about
think
what about the other one, Bentancur?
he's all
You're
right. He did okay.
you're a grind Harry Winks.
Yeah, he's better than Harry Winks. Fuck off. Yeah, but I just think he's got to get used to it because last year, quite often the game seemed passing by a lot. Sort of the pace of the Premier League, he won a bit too much time on the ball, and before you know it, it's gone. And there was a couple of games where Højbjerg basically carried him and did his own job as well. So
Yeah,
I think he'll be better this year. He's got to be. He's got more competition. That last year when he came in, his place was nailed on, and that's the problem last year for us. Everyone's place was pretty much nailed on. The only subs he could ever bring on were Lucas and Lucas and Bergwijn, and that ain't going to scare any of the competition in the team. It certainly didn't scare the opposition either. That's the problem.
yeah. I mean, you're Richarlison now, and yeah.
Again, but is that going to if we're 1-1 up and then he comes on? Who's he coming on for? Does he put fear into you? I mean, I know he tore you lot apart when you had that when you was at Goodison Park. Then he scored like 3 goals and he had a hat trick and it all got fucking ruled out.
That one lucky goal, yeah, that he got. Big deflection.
But other than that, would you fear him if he's coming on? I never have.
I think he's better than what you've had.
Well, I mean, we've never really had anything to bring on.
Well, yeah.
Again, that bar is so low. You look on at Janssen, Llorente. Other than that, sort of, people say he can play across the three. He can, but for me, I don't think he's good enough to play in all of them. Personally, but Kulu, I think, will be better this year. He's already looked good in pre-season. Good tidy player. I think he's not as slow as people make out. I remember when he first came in at City, King played the ball. He looked like he was towing a caravan. I was like, oh, fuck me. But after that, he sort of grew into it.
Smith Rowe, the top player. There's something about him, as in he can never do a 90. You watch him, he never ever finishes 90 minutes. He's always subbed. Or he
That's because that tattoo on his arm, isn't it? It's got too many. He's got too many hours on it. Yeah, fucking idiot.
But I think there's something about him. I don't think Arteta particularly likes him, to be honest. I think he prefers Martinelli because he shows a bit more going back.
I like Martinelli. I think he's a good player.
But Smith Rowe he just seems to pop up. He just seems to score. He just seems to be one of them players, a bit like Ali when he first started. Just seems to be in the right place at the right time. I think there is a player there, but there's something wrong with him.
He's been basically dropped now, isn't he?
Yeah, well, yeah, either fitness wise or if they were going to sell one out of all the ones they've got, they'd definitely be the top of the list. They'd sell. But I do like him. So it's that goal scorer. Sometimes you just need that goal scorer midfielder, don't you? They don't really bring much over to the team, but they just get goals.
Well, I'd like to know what that feels like because since we lost Ericsson and Ali, we haven't had that. It's Kane and Son. If it ain't Kane or Son, it's not happening.
I'd like to know what a goal scoring striker looks like.
Yeah, well, I think we had last year. It was Kane, Son, and then our third top goal scorer was own goals.
Well, what was ours? I think Smith Rowe was top goal scorer. Then Saka. Then sort of Lacazette and Nketiah and Gabriel at the back all got about the same amount. So
3.
Yeah, well, yeah. I think Gabriel ended up with 5, did he? I think. And he was like sort of fifth top goal scorer. So that sort of says it all, I think.
Right, so far we have got 4 people watching. Thank you very much. Please bear with us. We are complete amateurs at this. Yes, we both have faces better suited to radio, but we will get better as we get these. No, speaking to you, I was being nice to you. So moving on, so I only want to run for about an hour tonight, mate. Short and sweet. Fan bases. Now, say Twitter, for example. Now, I don't follow many Arsenal fans for obvious reasons, but Tottenham fans, oh fucking hell! I wonder if I wonder what yours is like compared to ours.
Well, I've had a few pilings from the Tottenham fans on me.
That's not like you to get a pilot. It's
Yeah,
normally
well,
scouse.
yeah. But what was the one I was getting at the weekend from the Tottenham fans? Them parading the old Memorial Cup.
Well, you're never going to win that, mate.
Memorial Cup, you'll never win that.
But what are your fans like compared to what's the general feeling amongst them for the season coming up and how you've been so far?
Honestly, I don't think there's any more sort of erratic change their mind on the fucking sixpence fans than ours. It's ridiculous. But everyone you speak to at the ground, yeah, I'll give them a chance, but other than sort of the AFTV blokes, but yeah, give him a chance. Blah, blah, blah. He's had a couple of years now, but you can see we're making progress. You can see we're a lot better than where we was. But then you go on Twitter and it's just fucking mad. It's just a mad world. It's they all want him out. What was the one when we went first pre-season game? We went 1-0 down. Arteta out was trending at half time.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
We ended up winning 3-1 or whatever it was, 2-1. But yeah, Arteta out was trending at half time because honestly, it's madness. It's absolute madness.
Sava's in, all right, son.
And the delusion. What was the one I've seen? Ozil, get Ozil back.
Oh, don't fucking.
Because he was released from Fenerbahce. Is it Fenerbahce? Get him back. Get him back.
We have that every year. Bale comes back every year. Even this season,
yeah.
for this season, they were saying bring him back because he got thing. And you think, fucking, how many times he want to come back? And last year he couldn't run. Yeah, he banged in a couple of goals against crap teams.
Yeah,
but he couldn't run. Yeah,
and he's got another year on the clock where he ain't done sod all.
Exactly. Yeah, and he clearly just wants to keep himself fit for the World Cup, and then after that he'll probably knock it on the head. Spurs fans, bring him back, bring him back, bring him home, and you think, why?
Honestly, I just don't see. I can easily criticise players if they need it, and Ketia, I think he needs to do a lot more. People,
yeah, you do give him some stick. I'll give
some of the England, some of the Arsenal fans love him for what? What's he done? There's obviously something about him because every manager that we've had since Wenger, Emery, Arteta, Lundberg, they've all played him. They've all said he's going to be a good player, but he's never done anything. You can't just keep living off a reputation. When he starts getting 10, it's right scoring a hat-trick against Sunderland in the League Cup. But come on, let's get real now. Let's actually do it in a proper game.
Well, we've got fans who we can never get rid of Lucas because he scored a hat-trick in the Champions League semi-final. Now, and believe it or not, you see every year there's an anniversary of that, right? Oh, this is the day we won it. Yeah, and you see the comments and people some fans it was the best night of my life, and you think, fucking, wait till you see your first pair of tits, mate. Yeah, then that's all going to change. Honestly, you never see it. We can't sell him now. There's rumours he's going to get a new contract, and people we have to keep him. And now he's being made into a right back. Then once he retires, he'll probably be head chef.
Yeah, Then
he'd be the kit man. Yeah. So he's got a job at the club for life. Yeah, basically, we can't get rid of him. We just repackage him with something else.
But so it's some mad fans out there. Other ones just any sort of stick to try and beat someone with, Someone like Piers Morgan. We should never let Aubameyang go. He's talking he was scoring 30 goals a season. He didn't score 30 goals in the last sort of 2-3 years he was there. All of a sudden they want to keep him.
Will you turn that fucking thing off? Because that keeps beeping in my ear roll.
How do I fucking mute this? But yeah, it's
What about transfers on Twitter? Do you get the old? Do you have the tiers? Have you got tiers in your fan base? Your tier 1 sources, tier 2 sources, and all that?
No, I don't really see a lot of that. I just see.
We have.
Just see every what's the name going. I just get all the. Oh yeah, we're linked with Sana. If we signed every player we were linked with, we'd have a squad of 600.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
We're pretty much the same, and it's the same shit every year. The latest one is Kim Man-jae. Every year he gets rolled out. There's a new dummy out, and every year
it was the one with Draxler every year.
Yeah.
Draxler.
But Spurs fans, we've got there's some we get quoted the story. and then it'd be a little gold medal or a bronze medal or silver medal on the sauce. So if he's tier 1, he's gold. Tier you think, fuck's this shit. And half of them, you get these like fan accounts that will tweet any old shit. It could be a geezer from Mozambique, who's a local journal in his village, will tweet, "Oh yeah, Spurs might be going for play." They'll retweet it, and then
Yeah,
fans get all
yeah.
upset when it don't happen, and they'll jump on board. Oh, it's a tier 1 source.
Or what was it? Or the one you get? Oh yeah, it's like, in the no account. Blah blah
Yeah, so
blah.
oh yeah, all that shit. Yeah,
You look. They're following four people. They've got one
yeah,
follower.
yeah,
Yeah,
all that. Yeah, yeah, we get all that. We got loads of them, and you think, and you people like main accounts, like well-known accounts, I think I mentioned them, retweet the story, and you look at it, and you think. So I go and look at the source, and he's about 12, and
yeah,
you think,
yeah.
for fuck's sake, yeah.
He's got
But
a picture of Mesut Ozil still as he's
yeah,
header. Yeah.
and fan accounts, you must have the old fan accounts. We've still
Oh,
got
have we?
on Dembele fan accounts,
Yeah, we get. Yeah, well, we got
Dele Alli fan accounts, Son now, obviously.
Ozil. Ozil's the one for us. All still, people still saying we should have let him go. You know,
We got still fans saying, and Ndombele, he should get another chance.
we could score three. We could score 3 goals in a game, and they go, yeah, but if we'd have had Ozil, we'd have got 5.
Well, I get see videos. Someone put a compilation of Ndombele in a game, and he did like about 4 passes and a couple of turns, and they got pumped 4-2. It's like, see, look, he's doing well.
Yeah.
And they're just obsessed with him, and they still are. It's like, oh, there's a player in there somewhere. There's a baller in there. We can't let him go. Conte's give another chance. And you think, how many more chances does Geezer want?
Well, yeah.
But they will
Yeah.
not have it. They will not have it.
Talking of compilation videos, the one I love is the every week the Emerson Royal one.
Oh, fucking.
Who in his team is telling him, yeah, that's what we need to do. I see one. I was watching one of his Spurs mates was taking the piss out of it, saying, "Watch this, right?" So he's got the ball, he's lost it, he's then gone lunging into a tackle, won the tackle, and they're gone, "What a great tackle!" What?
Yeah, yeah. He's ball in the fucking first place. Don't get me. Honestly, he's the worst footballer I've ever seen at our club.
He wins the second tackle. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Yeah, but if he'd have controlled it in the first place, he'd been fine.
He's the worst fullback I've ever seen, let alone and footballer at our club. And we've had some shit. We've had like Gary Docky and players like that, and fucking Atuba. He is dreadful. But fans will tell you, me, and I see it on Twitter all the time. I say I don't get involved in because you'd end up it'd be full time. I remember I had a couple of interactions with people, and then it was just non-stop all the time because you get all the happy clappers terrorizing you, ping, ping all the time. You're like, fuck, I ain't got time for this. I got a job to do. But our fans at the moment, it's like Conte is God. Paratici's cooking.
Yeah, the old cooking.
So there's pictures of Paratici with various kitchen utensils. So we get frying pans, woks, baking trays. He's got one in his hand cooking. Even fans saying we should start a chant for him because he bought 2 players, and you're like,
oh yeah. Well, imagine that director of football chant. That'd be a good.
Yeah, well, this is it. But half the time I look at, I'm like, that Captain Picard meme where he's like that.
Yeah.
That's not me half the time.
But
there is some decent account. There is some decent fans who like are down to earth, but majority of them are just away with the fairies. But they will not have it.
I think that's a problem you're always going to get is half of people are just there on a wind up. They can't believe what they're saying.
Well,
they honestly can't believe that. They must be doing it just to wind people up. Because some of the rubbish you hear.
Well, you'd be surprised. Like this week, I've heard some crackers. Bergwijn's better than Memphis Depay.
Yeah,
I've seen one geezer who saw Matasar running out a couple of cones. Oh yeah, looks like a good player. Him in a warm up, and you think, fucking hell.
Was that the geezer you bought and loaned back? Was it?
Yeah, and all that. What was the next one? One yesterday I heard about Sessegnon is better than Nathan Ake.
Oh fuck me! Fucking hell. At what?
Yeah, well, yeah. When you find out, let me know. Chess or something. And you can't argue with them because it gets stupid, and you end up.
It's
non-stop.
As soon as you call someone out, it's an all-day event.
Yeah, all day long.
You're You ain't get nothing else done that day.
No, his phone just ping, ping, fucking ping. I remember I did it at the window.
The one we get spattered at a lot. We've ruined Celebia.
Is he going to play for you yet, or what? Is he going to play this year? Maybe
No,
you've had him about 5 years now.
I think he looks a good mate. He looks good.
He should do. He's been there long enough.
He's been giving he's warming him up nicely. Sent him to France. Won Young Player of the Year. He looks a player.
Yeah, but have you got Pape Matasar run the African Young Player of the Year? Have you got?
Well, no, we haven't got that. But no, I think actually Ben White might be the one to be ousted.
You just bought him.
Well, looking at pre-season, like as in on the bench.
I thought he was mustard. You told me he was mustard.
Oh, he's a good player, but for what he looks like, he keeps playing at right back. What that means for poor little Cedric, I don't know. But Tomiyasu, he still ain't fit. Tomiyasu, he's
yeah. I'm sort of glad we didn't buy him, but then we bought Emerson Royal instead. So I was like, well, hang on a minute. What's the Tomiyasu can't play physically. Emerson can get on the pitch, but can't play. Can't play either.
He's a good player, that Tomiyasu. He's actually when he is on the pitch, he's a good player. Strong, quick. I can know how rapid he is, but he again can't get fit. That's another position we need to cover, really. But if he's going to keep playing Ben White out there, but again, do you want Ben White playing right back?
Well, it seems like both in the same boat. We're repackaging players to play them in another position.
Well, yeah. So, what do you think? What's your season going to entail?
Honestly, at the moment, I just don't know. It's I think the problem with us is sort of the owners' fourth is their glass ceiling. I feel. Because every time we get this far, it stops. Now, there's fans go, we've had a great window, 6 players.
Yeah, the only thing I would say he's done more. They do more money this window than they normally do.
Yeah, but he'll still find out be a positive net spend. It said the net spend is still only 50 million. But you bought 6 players, but how many of them are getting in the team? See, a lot of clubs, yourself sometimes included, will buy a player to go in the first 11, and then naturally the player who you place drops into the squad, and that's how you strengthen your squad. We go and buy squad players.
Yeah, I think the only difference this year is that with them 5 subs, that's going to make a big difference.
Of course, we ain't got 5 subs to bring on a change of game. We've probably got Højbjerg who will shore it up. You can bring on Lucas to run around a bit if he ain't playing right back.
I think with these 5 subs, you'll find a lot of wing backs being replaced.
Yeah, I said that. I've been saying that.
It'll be right. You just run your ass off for 60 minutes, and then we'll just bring on the other 2.
Knock the bollocks out, and then the next one comes on.
And then from there, they can then you're still at free to do whatever you need to do, shore up or go more attacking.
Oh, it's going to be mad next year. I said, and you will find teams that are going to park the bus. Literally, you can end up playing against 6 centre backs finishing the game.
Yeah. When Fulham go 1-0 up, 10 minutes gone, like 3 subs.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, and if you go score again, they bring on 2 attacking players instead. Honest, I hope it's a Klopp first because he's a cunt and he wanted all the 5 subs. I want him seeing.
Well, yeah, he keep going.
I want to see him moaning. Yeah, moaning about it. Great manager, but absolute tosser.
If anything, I think their squad's weaker than what it was yet last season.
And coming from way up there.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't.
But they've still got top quality players. They've got Diaz, like Nunes. People take the piss out of him pre-season, but then he goes and bangs in 4, so you just don't know. But they rarely buy shit.
Diaz, is he all that? People say, everyone would go, oh, he's amazing, but he don't really do. He don't score many goals. He ain't any assists. He might run around a lot. He might take 3 people on, but what does he do with it?
Oh, I think he's a top quality player, personally. Les has said, the way things are going, we will be finishing behind Arsenal and Man United. To be honest, Les, I'm sort of in that boat as well. I just think you watch him how we're playing, and you think it's the same as what we saw a lot last season in games, struggling because out wide we're crap. And unless Kane makes it happen, makes us tick, nothing happens. That's a worry.
I do think it will be a good season though, as in I think there's a lot of teams going for Man United have got to be better, surely.
Can't be any worse, can they?
Well, Liverpool, I think, are a bit worse. I mean, I think City run away with it.
Oh yeah, Haaland's just going to stand there and score all night.
I think obviously we're getting better. You say I wouldn't worry about you, but other than Conte, to me, he's just for me, pound for pound, he's the best manager in the world.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Okay, now.
For what he does with teams, obviously Pep's class, but when you've got all the money in the world, you can do it, can't you?
But for Conte's system, we
play,
ain't giving him what he needs. We're not giving him what he needs.
No, yeah. We're looking at half. I think he obviously wanted Perisic, maybe Richarlison he wanted, but I don't think any of the others. I can't see him saying I
Well,
want them.
Basuma he probably wanted because that's a no-brainer because you've seen what
Yeah,
he does.
yeah.
But
Maybe
Forster I don't care about because it's a backup goalie. He just kicks
yeah.
the Loris thing down the road for another year. But yeah, you'll get fans who say Conte wanted every one of these players. And you think this is a man who's played with Hakimi, Lukaku, Ericsson, Barella, De Vrij, Skriniar, all these players, yet he wants Jed Spence. He wants...
Yeah. He's,
do you know what I mean? He wanted Longley.
Yeah, for a defensive-minded coach, I can't see him wanting to start Dyer and Ben Davis.
We've got a fucking choice what he's got.
Well, yeah, but
But then we've got our fans now. There's fans that are celebrating that Davis got a new deal, and Davis and Dyer are quality players now. Because at certain games last year, when we had a whole back five there, they didn't let in a lot of goals.
Well,
some kept some clean sheets, but that's with the whole team basically standing next to him.
Yeah, old Dyer is just he's like Harry Maguire, isn't he? He looks good when he's in a five, and he's got all the support he wants around him. As soon as he gets exposed, he's just all over the shop when he really.
Yeah, but I got fans seeing fans writing shit like we don't need centre back because we got Dyer and Davis, and you're like,
well, I'm told Romero's the best centre back in the league now.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of that. Some fans with a real obsession about him.
Van Dijk's got a Romero poster on his wall, hasn't he?
Yeah, basically, yeah, he's got Romero pajamas.
Yeah, he reads his guide to defending.
Yeah. This is a bloke who hasn't even finished a whole season yet for us. Don't get me wrong, he's a good player. He's the best defender we've got, and he looks class in times, but then sometimes he scares the life out of me. Like when we played you lot and he weren't playing, I was sort of like even though you think, okay, Sanchez coming in, but look at you think in a game like that, he can get with the atmosphere, he can get carried away as who's one who got sent off, as Rob Holding found out.
Yeah.
You get carried away and then you're off the pitch because he will go in.
Maybe the old
fuck off.
The flying elbow. I forgot it was UFC.
Fuck off.
He should have been long gone.
We're talking about. Don't be stupid now.
Flying elbows and
flying elbows. He got taken apart, mate. He sussed him out. He got rattled from the minute go, trying to chase him all over the pitch. Gave him a suplex and a DDT, and then he elbows him in the face.
That was Arteta's fault.
That was fucking hilarious.
He told him to go out there and rough Son up because he's the one that will. And he was close. He was that far off getting the elbow, and he would have got the red. So maybe that tactic weren't that bad, but.
It worked well, though, didn't it? It worked well, didn't it? Yeah.
Once you're on a yellow, you got to stop. And surely the common sense says, I'm not going to start fucking pulling people back now.
He was gone. So who are your first 3 games of the season?
Oh, first 3 games. That is a good.
I'm going to check mine, actually.
We got what's the name first game of the season? Palace, Leicester. Yeah, Palace, Leicester, Bournemouth, Fulham. So really, we should go. I think from what I see, we should go 5 from 5. Really, if we're going to be anything serious, we've got.
So we've got Southampton at home, Chelsea away, then Wolves at home.
You always pump Southampton, don't you?
So
Chelsea's the one, isn't
it? Palace, Leicester, and Bournemouth. Oh. Are we going to have our bet this year then? For the first 3 games again. Are you going to pay up this year?
No, what are we talking about? That was never a bet.
Yeah. For anyone watching, all 2 of you, and anyone that might watch after, I bet this fucker last season that he wouldn't get a point from the first 3 games. £100 on. Matey boy shirks a bet.
No.
Yeah. And I got witnesses.
There was a COVID intervention.
All of a sudden,
COVID, we weren't allowed. But no, I wouldn't have done that, mate. I knew
Yes,
we
yeah.
wanted to do Chelsea and
You
City.
you did pay up at the end when we finished above you, that bet for the score, but the winner is still in the bank.
No. We don't do that.
So what we betting? Now it's on camera and it's live and it's on all over YouTube. And two people, and we've got two witnesses in the
Two
chat.
witnesses. We're gonna finish above you, aren't we?
What for the season, right? So that's 20 quid bet. So that's 20. I'm 20 quid up. So I reckon we'll get 3. I'm going for 7 points
From what?
from the first 3 games for us.
Ooh, draw against Chelsea, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to go for it.
I think you might beat them. I think they're in a bad way. I can't wait for it because if you do, it'll be that's it. We're winning the league.
So I'll bet you, another 20 quid that we will, after 3 games, we'll have more points than you.
Oh, I'll take that. That's printing money. That is printing money.
Right. What are we saying? 20 quid again?
Yeah. That is.
All right, 20 quid. I said 3 witnesses now. 3 witnesses. There's 3 people in the chat.
That is easy money.
That is it. So we will get more points. Now, I don't know where I'm getting this faith from because I said, I look out our window and I'm like, yeah. But it's got to be done, innit? I think Palace, I think that's a hide-in straight away to start the season.
They can't do us again. They literally
just like last season. They always batter you there at night.
Similar to, you can't beat City again, can you? It's just impossible.
We got a number, mate. What are you talking about?
When there's like 200 shots.
Number.
200 shots on target for them and 4 on for you, and you beat them every time. It's ridiculous.
That's it, mate. Yeah,
absolutely ridiculous. It ain't gonna happen again. It's not gonna happen. So all of a sudden, you can take 4 points off of what you got last year.
Yeah, but we ain't gonna come to you lot and get turned over like we did before with fucking a midfield of was it Højbjerg, Dele Alli, and fucking Ndombele.
I see that we haven't beat each other we haven't won an away game, Tottenham or Arsenal, when playing each other for 24 games.
Is it?
What's the point? Might as well just go right 3 points for you, 3 points for us, and then we'll just start like that.
And the draws.
Yeah, fucking hell.
A lot of draws.
23 fucking games. Ridiculous, isn't it?
Right, so that's 40 quid coming my way. 20 quid after 3 weeks.
Is that going to be the thing? Is it the weekly bet?
I don't know about a weekly bet. Fucking hell.
You're going to be
I've got a mortgage. I'll get a mortgage to pay. Yeah, it depends on the window. How the window finishes.
Yeah.
Here we go. Les says, I see us winning both North London derbies this year. What, home and away? We owe you a good tonkin at your ground.
No, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen.
All depends on the I would say it depends on the season how it goes, but them games are just so one-off.
Yeah, and so it's all depends when you play these teams and all.
But
a lot of the season is like when you've got Chelsea.
You mean if you don't bottle it like you did last year, like making up rules? One player had a positive. He's gone nowhere near the group. We got to call the game off. Even though we got 6 injuries and we loaned out 2 players the same week, we can't play the game. Sorry.
We got COVID. We'd have had a better chance of beating you anyway. We was waiting for Son to come back. We wanted you to be
more for you, isn't it? It's worth calling that one off, wasn't it? Yeah, worth calling that one off.
It didn't work. We wanted you at full strength. We didn't want any excuses from you.
Yeah, you won't want that again, will you?
Yeah.
And look what you got. Look what you got for your trouble.
But yeah, so I think Chelsea. I think you're playing at the right time. There's something wrong. There's something wrong in that group.
I agree. I think Tuchel
is it away or home?
It's away.
Well, I mean, you just go there and shut up shop, wouldn't you?
Well, we go there. We do it everywhere we fucking go. To be honest, that's the way we play. It's awful to watch sometimes.
Yeah, I mean that's the point. Say, I do think he's pound for pound the best manager, but I wouldn't want him. I think his fucking style so boring. A bit like Mourinho, really.
Yeah, I think Mourinho. We played when we had Mourinho. We were scoring goals for fun at one point. I think the thing with Conte, his system works and looks good if you got the players. You have to have the players.
Yeah.
You have to have quality players for that to work, especially at wing back. We haven't got it. We got nowhere near it, and that's why it struggles. it's a struggle to watch. It's probably a struggle to play. Until we give him the players for that. For me, I change system, but that's just me because I don't think we've got the players to play for it. We might have the free defenders, but we certainly ain't got the creative players in the middle or at full wing back. Our wing, unless we buy a proper right wing back this year. To be honest, in my opinion, we need another left wing back and a right wing back, or you buy a right wing back and then another top wing back who can play both. Because
Well,
Sessegnon is unreliable.
I think can Spence adjust? I think he's all right. I don't think he's that bad.
We got 4 assists in the championship last year.
They done
That's
us.
not exactly. That's not something to fucking brag about. I mean, everyone was pumping you at that point.
With our special shirt.
Yeah. How many shirts you bringing out this year?
Yeah.
We got 6 last year.
We'll have more shirts, and then Nketiah gets goals. I'll put that one on.
Probably, yeah. I'll have that one. You get good odds for that. Was it the knife crime shirt? The
anti-knife crime. The
pride shirt.
Climate change shirt, wasn't it? The old
yeah.
Really like the tie dye.
Make out a paper bag or something.
Yeah, it's like tie dye, wasn't it? From recycled plastic from the ocean, all that sort of stuff. But
right, that's another 50 quid.
Hakimi guy, that would have been a signing. He's a good player, he is.
He's quality, yeah. Well, they've just bought a player. They bought Mukiel, PSG, or they're about to take him.
They've signed some strange players. They've signed a guy on loan, haven't they? From I was looking, Rennes maybe. Another team in their league, but they've signed him on loan. It's strange.
I think it's a clever accounting, that, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
But I think if we get Hakimi, for example,
they're lining up a big signing somewhere. If they're signing loan players now.
Yeah, but now Mukiel's there. He's a right back. I'm led to believe. I don't know much about him. I don't watch enough foreign football. Yeah, I've got a kid, so that's out the window. But if you think okay, that means Hakimi's going to go, we can get him. Then that's a sort of signing. You think okay, now we might be doing something.
I don't think you can attract players like that, can you?
Hand and heart, no. You have to pay money. You've got to pay the wages then. Last superstar. What, at the peak of his powers?
I can't think of many.
Jurgen Klinsmann.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah,
the last maybe David Ginola. But other than that, there's not really been players that we've signed at the peak of their powers. Remember, Ginola come to us one player of the year.
A big name, a big name in football, and.
But yeah, Jurgen Klinsmann, 1994 was the last big player we signed at the peak of his powers, where you looked at him and went, "Fuck, that's a signing." Since then, it's been prospects and a lot of hope, or players who have had, our speciality at the moment is players who've had one good year somewhere, then we'll buy them. I'll be honest, I was excited for Ndombele. You saw him tear apart Man City in the Champions League, everything, and did well in the Champions League, and then you come to the Premier League and you think, okay, that's because we just lost Dembele.
Yeah,
and then
I mean, he was just a case of, he gets up for big games, doesn't he? Big games on the telly, big Champions League night telly. He gets himself up for, but then other areas he can't be asked, can he?
I mean, maybe watching them, but he's not playing them.
He can't do a cold night in Stoke, can he? A cold Tuesday night.
No, he can't. He could do one in Burnley. And it was a shame, really, but it's his own fault.
Well, yeah. He's got a bit of the Pepe's about him, I think.
Yeah, because we didn't pay 72 million for him.
All the ability in the world, but he weren't far off.
Yeah, 60 odd, yeah. Depends on what you read. Yeah, all the ability in the world, but just the wrong attitude. Can't do it. Don't want to do it. Yeah, he could play football for fun. I think it's too easy for him, and he knows it. But then he thinks he ain't got to do the work. I see that pretty often.
The hard miles,
In this league, it don't work.
Give him Winks' attitude on.
Yeah, you can combine the two of them, because Winks get a lot of grief. Don't mean on Winks' pony, but you can't question his effort or nothing like that.
Yeah.
It's that fucking noise again on your thing.
Oh no, fucking all going off. Fucking useless.
I think we should call that have a wrap. Anything else? Any questions from the only one in the group, the only one in the chat?
Yeah. When's this going to stop? He says.
Yeah. It's gone up from 1 to 3 to 4, then down to 1.
The last survivor.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we'll call it a night. Thank you for everyone who watched. All three of you. Hopefully, it'll get better as time goes on.
We'll double by next week. That's the odds.
Yeah. We get
We just keep doubling. We just keep doubling every week, mate. Then we'll be fine.
Yeah, we only need to get to. We only need to double our viewers next week, and then we'll have more than Nketiah scored last season.
Well, yeah. More than Richardson's going to get this season.
Probably. All right, son.
All right, mate.
See you later.
See you later. Cheers for that. See you later.
Bye.